Well, the two methods to determine whether one specific person has or had COVID-19 is through a nasal swab test or through a blood test to determine if the person is carrying the antibodies for the virus. But what about the community as a whole? One way the city of Helena is testing for COVID-19 is by looking at wastewater. MTN's Sam Hoyle has more.
When you use the bathroom, it's easy. You take care of your business, you flush, wash your hands, and walk away. But behind the scenes, the wastewater the city of Helena is producing is being tested for COVID-19. Though the test isn't the end-all, be-all of determining factors for showing whether COVID-19 is in a community, according to Disease Control and Prevention Administrator for Lewis and Clark County, Eric Merchant, it's a good start.
If we're seeing 0 tests come back positive, and we don't see it in the city or in the wastewater, that's fantastic. That's fantastic data. That's what we're seeing right now. If we do start to see it, then we can make that decision. Hey, it's important that we draw back right now because we're starting to see this disease. And it's just one of many indicators.
But how does it work? Wastewater goes to the treatment facility, and then from there, a sample of the water is taken approximately every hour by this machine right outside the intake, and then is sent off to BioBot, a company that specializes in wastewater epidemiology, which is defined by the Center for Disease Control as the method used to find the causes of health outcomes and diseases in populations, so BioBot can screen the sample for COVID-19. As of right now, the city of Helena has sent off 3 samples to BioBot and received results for 2 which show no presence of COVID-19 in the wastewater, but that's only half of the data, as results from the test only show the city of Helena, which accounts for approximately 46% of the residents in Lewis and Clark County. Another issue is funding. Right now, the tests are being covered by a grant through the end of May. After that, each test will cost $1,200, and though the money hasn't been budgeted yet, if the data being provided is worth the cost, Mark Fitzwater, the supervisor for the wastewater treatment plant in Helena, said they'll find the money.
If we think it's worthwhile, we will continue with the samples and we'll find the money somehow, but as far as sampling weekly, we're not sure yet.
Though the test can show the presence of COVID-19 in a certain community, it's not a hyper-focused test, which is why it's just one of the many criteria moving forward for Lewis and Clark County.
There's too many factors there to really use it as a laser strategy, like focus in on something. We're using it more as that population indicator, overall public health tool for evaluating this.
In Helena, Sam Hoyle, MTN News.